takes to do things depends on how big.
Takes 25.
Takes 25 to cripple Jeff's character.
But that was a superhero character. It may cost less for a normal human.
That's true.
What do you think, Jeff?
It may cost
for that idea.
It may cost 0 to
But
cripple
Yum
a
Yums are going
normal
to be
character.
however many you've got left over. It's 20 points. 100 points is what you start with. Body, brain, and nerve cost a point each. And again, 6 to 16 is the range. Probably in the 9 to 13 range is what most people are going to have. 15 or higher, you're getting into superpower almost range.
I get it. So you start out with 100 and you just distribute it through all the...
No. Body, brain, and nerve are 1.
Okay.
Job and Enforcer are 2 each.
Okay.
Your gimmick and weakness both start at 10. And you can raise those or lower them. I'm going to have to check that.
Which will be really
Oh.
easy to
Should
follow.
also be explained.
Yeah.
You only use a D20 in this game.
Only D20.
It's the only dice you ever need.
The lower the better, except when it's the,
No, the higher
exact
though.
number.
No, higher the better.
Higher the better?
Higher,
Price-
but not
Price is Right.
above.
As high as you can get without going
No,
over.
See, you
well,
don't. It's
yeah,
you don't want to
that's what I
bust. It's blackjack with your number.
Yeah, it's blackjack. Blackjack's good.
I like the Price is Right one because that makes sense to
Well,
me.
blackjack actually makes more sense because you want to beat whoever you're rolling.
See, you want
Yeah.
to get 21, but
Yeah.
you don't want to go over 21.
Yeah. And either of you can bust.
You don't want to roll 20 like you.
That'd be kind of weird to roll.
Yeah, actually, blackjack is the perfect.
See, this is why
Have we
we
thought
keep.
about that before and forgotten it?
Jake. I'm
Well.
Jake. I become a ginger.
Uh,
I lost my soul somewhere.
Yes.
but everything's in the cost of everything's on this table. Hooper's looking for, except for competencies, and they're in the little handout here. The core competencies. You begin with a +1 in each of the 4 core competencies, which are the 4 that are listed on the new character sheets.
Okay, you lost me somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so how many points do... Is it just you have so many points overall and then it's distributed?
Yeah, the 100 points goes to everything.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
different
thought.
things cost different.
Yeah,
amounts.
right there's
Okay.
the cost of this.
Yeah. There's the cost. So,
Yeah.
and then the competencies, the cost.
Handy Hippo is handy again.
And this brings me up, like, when I originally did mine, I put gimmick as hacker because I was good with computers, but I'm thinking I'm more good, as we've established in the end, with, like,
Electronics.
that as well, but also maybe, like, governmental paperwork or something. I don't know.
Bureaucracy?
Okay, body is physical...
Physically strong.
Okay.
It'll be your health as well, so you don't
Alright.
need it to be an 8.
I'm getting old, so maybe... I've stayed in shape for these years, but I'm getting old, so...
But your body's not going to be quite as good as your
Yeah,
brain
it's going to
and
be
nerve.
like 7, 8.
No, you don't want it to be an 8.
Okay,
8's the low end average.
Yeah.
Like I say, 6 is the lowest. So 6 is the lowest body anybody's going to have without being quadriplegic or something or having muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
or-
6
But
is
as an
like
enforcer,
you're
you
an
have to have
intense
8
weenie
on
who
every
never
day.
gets up off the couch.
6 you're jazzed.
No, I'm 8. Because 8's the minimum to be
I
an
mean
enforcer.
you in real life.
Oh,
Yeah, you in real life.
Just don't say I'm so high.
Weak.
let's see now, well, the
Just
body,
one
brain, and
step
nerve,
under.
that's just... Those are
Those
one
are
point.
1 point apiece.
Okay, let's go with...
Like I say, 11 is just an average person you meet on the street.
So you could probably get away with something as like a 9 or 10 even, and you'd still be old, dude.
Well, I did a 13. It's my character practices traditional kung fu. With all the holds and...
The flips and the kicks and that.
Not really kicks and all that. It's more like the hold, submissions.
Yes, and then we're going to fight green monsters and how that works out.
Yeah, you never know. Brains, that's intelligence, and...
That's just pretty much it.
Also
Brain's just
being
intelligence.
clever.
Intelligence, common sense, wit,
Okay. 10 is
all
average.
mental abilities.
Well, he's a
11 is
computer-
average.
Well, it's figuring he's a computer programmer.
You don't need actually that much intelligence.
Unless you're made by 15.
So,
11.
thinking...
Thinking like a chicken.
My character's supposed to be at least somewhat charismatic. I mean, yeah, he ran a show for...
You probably have, out of your 3 scores, you probably have the most points of nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a certain level of nerve just to be able to be an actor in the first place.
Yeah.
You have to be at least average.
Okay.
So, I was thinking maybe 9, 13, 14, but I'm not sure yet.
That sounds... Especially if you're going more toward the William Shatner, Adam West, where he really thinks he's awesome. I mean, yeah, he would have a really high nerve.
Okay, M-Force Agent, rank 10. How much points does that take out?
That Enforcer is 2 points per, so 20 points.
Okay.
I was thinking about one of my skills. I was having a hard time with skills when I first thought up the character. So I've got human card catalog, I've got pseudo multilingual, and I have Latin. I was thinking, you're right, I would need more skills that aren't related to
I do too, but I just
work.
still can't. So I had 3 humans. I can get 1 skill.
Actually, since you were at the orphanage, you could have like a social work skill or something.
I was thinking about just arbitrarily choosing badminton.
That's fine.
It's
My
hipster.
job is what he really is.
She's in a badminton league or something like that. There's like 4 players and that's it.
Gimmick. What should I put for his gimmick? He's a computer guy.
Say there's some sample gimmicks and stuff in there.
Alright.
I've got them separated out into archetypes, so there's several lists you can look through. And there's a list of gimmicks in the book as well.
Okay, so down to 54.
Does it cost 2 or 3 to get a new first
Okay,
skill?
yeah,
Be a +1.
skills. It's now
10 points for +1 and then 1 point for each.
now
There-
gimmicks.
there is
Let's see now.
enough to.
So, Thor actually brought me back to our Super Zeros game quite a lot. I was sitting there going, wow, if only I had a good grasp of what was going on in that game. Like, I was talking to Amanda during the movie about us selling giant babies and stuff.
We did sell them down there.
Thor really was the Asgard
was
parts was just Jack Kirby
beautiful.
exploding on the screen.
I know, it was so pretty.
But it would have been pretty in 3D.
I love the fact that when they're throwing that when Odin's throwing Thor out, the first thing he does is rips off his Kirby buttons.
And like they don't even they don't serve anything
That's
like
because they're Kirby buttons. That's what Kirby buttons do. Is look pretty and serve no purpose. Not really even
liked,
pretty, just stylish, stylized.
What was the gatekeeper's name?
Heimdall.
Heimdall. I remember him from mythology specifically, because I really haven't gotten into the comic book sides of it, but it's like, that was impressive. And I don't remember the name of the guy that they got to do it, but I know he's a football player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was.
Oh, I was looking at it.
And he played an interesting character and all that. Like, you never really knew exactly how powerful he was until you realized that he's the one who can, and nobody else can.
Yeah. And yeah, spoil it for me. He could, and I didn't know that he could.
You're really gonna like the part where he does the thing with the sword. It's great.
The only way I'm
I
gonna
couldn't
watch
figure
it.
out if
I-
from that.
I couldn't watch it in 3D because Amanda can't see 3D.
See, if nothing else, I'm gonna have my friend pirate the 3D version. I'm gonna watch it on his 3D TV. Because he's rich enough to have a 3D
And
TV.
how many points does
how
gimmicks take?
What is your flaw?
You just have to be
What
dumb.
is the problem?
What?
Everybody has things that
No, it's because his mother's, not his mother, his sister is
Indecisiveness.
a doctor that gives
What you
birth to
trying come up
babies.
with?
Whatever that's called.
Oh,
fertility
no,
doctor,
it's more of
I
a
think is
buy
what
the
it is called.
books. You wouldn't know
Oh, that's
that.
right. You're going with that.
Oh, you mean
What
those
were you
doctors that
looking
make
for?
a lot of money for doing shit?
It's
They give
now,
birth to
how-
babies.
I'm just trying to figure
But
out
they make
No.
job.
Fertility or a...
2 points per thing.
She's a baby doctor.
Yeah.
She gives birth to babies.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
what's
not a
it about?
fertility doctor.
I don't know. They're all the same. But yeah, she doesn't
5?
still do much
6 is
anyways.
the minimum.
It's like
Okay.
push.
And
Oh,
you would
here's
never
the
be
baby.
able to keep a job if you
But she
only
makes
had
like-
6.
I think she makes like
And you would
600
be
grand a
fired
year.
immediately
It's
because
ridiculous.
you